This singles action match is also for the WFWA Heavyweight Championship Tournament, round 1. Featuring in the near corner from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Little Bulkster. And his opponent for tonight in the ring with his partner, the Frog, is one half of the Untouchables. At 240 pounds, he is Cruz.
We're off and running in this WFWA Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Of course, one half of the Untouchables, Cruz from East LA, stepping in the ring against Winnipeg, Manitoba's the Little Bulkster. And I don't like the signs of the Frog being at ringside in the corner of Cruz. We'll have to see what happens. Right now, they're locking horns in the middle of the ring, Cruz and the Bulkster.
And this should be a classic matchup. The raw brute force of the Little Bulkster, who's one of the strongest men, is the strongest man pound for pound in the world, matching up against the high-flying, incredibly exciting action of Cruz from Los Angeles, California.
Well, you know that Cruz and the Frog make a great tag team. How he'll do in singles competition, we'll have to just wait and see what transpires here this afternoon. But right now, the Little Bulkster and Cruz locking horns. And the Bulkster with a nice arm drag and another one and working over that arm. Look at the arms there of the Little Bulkster. A good 22, 23-inch arms on such a little guy. A little big man, I like to call him. Outsized by Cruz, as you can see, towering over the Little Bulkster, and a karate thrust there that looks like it landed in the throat area.
Well, Cruz is obviously the big man. He stands in it about 6 feet tall, a little over 230 pounds. He's a very powerful man himself, but I hope we're going to see some of the high-flying action that we've come to expect from this half of the Untouchables, Cruz.
Well, the Little Bulkster taking the brunt of the abuse so far in this match. A couple of karate thrusts there that shook him up. A whip here off the ropes. The fans get behind the Bulkster and a knee that lands right into the midsection. And the fans going wild here, yelling out Bulkster. And there it is. The fuel's starting to pump through those veins and a clothesline there. Look at the Bulkster go, I tell you. A man that can turn it around like that when the crowd gets behind him.
Once again, breaking, because that is, of course, what the ref demanded that he do, but I don't know if that was the wise thing to do, because Cruz is getting a chance to regroup himself, get a little information from his partner there. I don't know if that was the wise move.
Well, the fans jumping on the back of the Frog right now, yelling ribbit and ribbit. But the matters at hand, it's Cruz and the Bulkster in round number 1 of this championship tournament. And take a look at the strength of a man that can bench press 500 pounds, squat 750 pounds. And yes, wrestling fans, the Bulkster has been signed to tour with the WFWA. We've been getting lots of cards and letters over that young man, and he will be touring in the near future. Stay tuned for that man's name on the marquee, one of the main eventers here in the WFWA.
And the women, and the midgets, and the finest veterans, and the hottest young and upcoming stars. When WFWA comes to your town, you're going to see men like the Frog, Cruz, the Little Bulkster, Flying Brian Jewell, and all the great names that you come to associate with the WFWA.
Cruz having the upper hand right now in the match. The Bulkster trying to gain his marbles back, if you will. Set him up for a whip in the ropes. And a nice clothesline there by Cruz, or the Cruiser, as the Frog likes to call him.
They caught him well. Oh, look at this, look at this. And that momentary distraction is all the Bulkster needed to completely take over. Oh,
the flying body press by the Bulkster. It could be it. And watch the Frog jumping into the ring there to break it up. A smart move there by the Frog. just getting in there in the nick of time, and the Bulkster still going to work on Chi-Chi Cruz. Sending him into next week. Here we go, from east to west. Coast to coast, if you will, or post to post, for that matter.
And there you saw a good little example. You know, we've been giving the referees a lot of flack for missing the action. There's a good example of a good referee catching some of the action, moving the frog right back out of the ring area, and allowing the wrestlers to do it in the ring between themselves, as it should be done.
The frog holding on to the back of the leg there with that belt he has around his back, and referee Dave Goebel can't see it. But the frog...
Well, the referee giving the flag to a 5 count there, at least looking like he would. I don't know if that's exactly the way I would have done it, but it's hard to keep control of the ring. You're seeing an excellent referee in the ring, in Mr. Dave Goebel, a seasoned veteran as a wrestler, and still a man who can put a few moves on. He certainly knows what he's doing in there in the ring as a ref, so we can't criticize.
Well, Chi-Chi Cruz, a bit of a weak pin there after coming off with that flying knee. Picking him up for a suplex. He's got him up there, holding him up there, and away she goes. The Bulkster landing right square on the back. Cruz feeling the effects of that one himself. The crowd getting behind the Bulkster. Take a listen. Capacity crowd on hand here this afternoon. I can barely hear ourselves.
It's incredible. The fans we've been getting here in this arena for the last few weeks are the greatest fans in the wrestling world today. These guys are just making an incredible amount of noise. They love the Bulkster, and I would have to say that it would be a big upset if the Bulkster could not take Chi-Chi Cruz.
Almost knocking his head off his block there, the Bulkster with those vicious clotheslines of his. Sent him up, picking him up, power slam by the Bulkster, picking him up again. That could have been all over for Chi-Chi Cruz. Another one!
Another power slam. This has got to be it, Joe. I've never seen such action on the part of a little Bulkster. I've never seen him use a power slam move before, but this man is constantly in the gym and constantly training.
Oh! Did you see that? The frog moving Chi-Chi Cruz out of the way. The Bulkster in the ring. It's all over. The frog moving Chi-Chi Cruz in the nick of time. You saw what happened right here. Chi-Chi Cruz advancing in the WFWA Heavyweight Championship Tournament.
Here is your winner, one half of the Untouchables, Chi-Chi Cruz. Ladies